Hi, my name is Lucy Trueman. I'm an organisational psychologist and welcome to Psychology Fridays. So today's topic is a model which is called the Jobs Demands Resources model, and it's been around for about 25 years, and it's really useful for people that are managing people who have got high levels of demands in their job and a diverse different types of demands in their job, which is super common in the public sector. So the model is, it's quite intuitive in a way. If you're not from a psychology background, I'm sure it will resonate with you, in that when we are in work, we have to balance the demands that are on us with the resources that we have. Now, by demands, and this is where this model I think is interesting and helps to shed lights on things that we don't always necessarily discuss in this way, but there are different types of demands. So you may have physical demands if you have quite a physical job and you're on your feet all day. You will have cognitive demands, which are all about your ability to be making decisions. You will have emotional demands, which is quite high in the public sector, where you're dealing with vulnerable people, and that creates an emotional demand on yourself. And you'll also have literal sort of capacity demands in terms of have you got enough time to do the work that you need to do. So different types of demands, but there are also different types of resources. So the resources they categorise into organisational resources, which is what support have you got? Do you have a good relationship with your manager? Do you have access to extra help when you need it? But also individual resources. So, how on an individual basis, what are your resilience levels like? What is your own capacity like? And although I think it's a little bit Captain Obvious this, because it lands really well, because actually we've all had conversations either as individuals or with our managers or with people who we manage where they're saying we don't have the capacity for this. This model allows you to dig a little bit deeper, because sometimes when people feel they don't have the cognitive capacity, it's not because their diary is full. It might be because their demands are high in another area. So it's really difficult to get the best out of people if they're struggling to cope with the emotional demands that their job takes from them. So have a think about it. Have a think about, in your role, what are the different types of demands, and in the people that you manage, what are the different types of demands. And when people are struggling, don't just default to there's not enough hours in the day. That is often very true. There's rarely enough hours in the day for any of us, but remember there are different types of demands that will impact you in different ways. If you'd like a conversation about this in more detail, then do please reach out.